This video was supposed to be made a year ago. Last year I had this idea that I wanted to cook. Last year I had this idea that I wanted to paint a cookout. Not just any cookout, a family cookout, my family cookout. As you know, I like to make arts, you know, that circles around Black art, Black culture. And this right here, being invited to the cookout, is the epitome of Black culture.
If he got a man, then I buy him a dashiki. Some ass shots were all.
Then I think it was September of last year, or it was definitely very late summer, if not the beginning of fall. My family decided to have a cookout for my uncle's memorial. And I was like, this is it. This is the time. This is the place. And it would have this painting would have like such a deep sentiment for me, and I would just love it. And I wanted to represent my family very well. And I wanted my family to have a connection to it as well. And I was like, this is great. Can we talk about this painting real quick? First of all, I see that you're here for the chaos. Y'all have been voting on the underpainting color. And I hear you, hot pink, hot pink, hot pink. Y'all, the flames. I feel like, I don't know what part of me keeps wanting to draw crowds. I need to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people. I'm drawing and I feel like I'm getting nowhere in the drawing process because, like, what is happening up here? And a big concern of mine is that I feel like I'm going to do the food a disservice. What? Have I drawn food before? No. But, like, why do I feel like I can do these things? I just want the food to look appetizing because I know I was there. The food was good. Anyway, these is my cousins. I hope when I do these family photos, like 3 and Impossible, when I do these like photo shoots and then the paintings that follow, I just want it to represent my family well. And I'm putting a lot of stress on this painting and it hasn't even started yet. Like, what's happening here? This is a pan. This is a pan of food, but I ain't draw the food. Why have I not? What? I couldn't even tell you what that dish was. It was calories, apparently empty calories. I think I just want to tackle it like this way. I want to do the underpainting, then paint the darkest darks, then work from the background to the foreground, which honestly leaves the food for pretty much last. And the food ties this whole situation together. That's why everybody's standing around. That's why we're here, for the food that's good, that you've never painted before, April. What I'm saying is that whatever that happens, this is gonna be a masterpiece. You know why? Because I believe in me. My dad came over and he saw the sketch. Hi, Linda. Hi. Go get it. And said he recognized one person. Way to humble me, Dad. Okay, fetch. We got the, oh, hello, focus. Quinacridone opera. Cause pink. As an artist, I like the artist Eddie Barnes, and Eddie Barnes did Sugar Shack, and that painting to me just has this sense of community, and I wanted this painting to reflect that. I wanted it to have community and love and family and food and fun and just appreciation of life just from this one painting. And I feel like I'm almost there. Painting shows a great sentiment towards togetherness. And sometimes we're just better together than we are apart. But I'm using Gesso. I'm using the gesso to prep the canvas to, you know, make sure it's smooth and even surface. I'm using pencils to draw the sketch, and then I'm using the fixative to hold the sketch so it doesn't smear. And then I am using all oils for this painting.
Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side.
We should have a few up because we'll also be throwing a party and it'll be way better.
Give up since they're both off being fake torturous. Well, I've read everything.
As far as oil paints go, I like using Gamblin. I end up using some Winsor & Newton. I use some smaller brands I found on Amazon, like for the quinacridone opera. That's definitely a smaller brand. And I buy my paints and my brushes. I use all types of brushes. And I buy both my paint brushes and my oil paint from Amazon and Jerry's Artarama, sometimes Michael's. And those are my big three. So when this idea came to me, I took lots of photos there at the family cookout, and I used these photos as references to build the painting visually. I uploaded all to Procreate, and I sketch and I resketch and I get everything, my photo references, and I draw everything out in Procreate. And I get everything proportioned, and I make sure all the details and everything are there. Everything I want to be said in that painting will be said in the Procreate stage. I just painted the dark and darks, the darkest darks. And then today I am only focusing on the sky. If I can get, can I zoom? Oh no. And then tomorrow I'll do the trees. Just, we're gonna work all the way in the distance through the background, then work our way to the foreground. I gesso, I sketch, and I use my projector to get the image from my iPad via Procreate. I use the projector, and then I get that projected onto the canvas. And so basically I just trace the image, and that makes sure that everything stays proportionate and everything stays well. So much detail in this painting that if I were to just try to draw it, hand draw it from Procreate to the canvas without a projector, I would lose something, and it would probably irk me. It would irk me to no end. And then after I draw everything on the canvas the way it's supposed to be, and it's looking good, I take it outside. I spray it down really good with the spray fixative, and that's so the sketch does not smear, and we don't have any losing of the details, something got smudged, none of that happens.
And long spindly arms that could drag you deep where, but I didn't look back. They'd be gone. There were my usual buyers, the weathered cobbler and the sharp-eyed clothier who came how I'd brought them down, and when I finished, she flicked a hand toward my satchel.
Then I start my underpainting process, and that's when I put a layer of oil paint, translucent oil paint, on the canvas, and I make sure that that it coats the canvas really nice. And then I take paper towels, or you can take a cloth, whatever you want, and you wipe away all the highlights. And that is because I want to have good balance, depth, and contrast. And it really helps me visually when I'm painting. Like, oh, this is a highlight. This area I'm about to paint is a highlight. I need to use lighter colors. Or this is a shadow. I need to use darker, cooler colors. It's the underpainting just informs me more of what I'm doing. The sketch already informs you. The underpainting is just more information. So when I finally paint with the actual colors I want to use, everything is there. So far in this painting process, I am, oh, okay, actually, let me take you back. I was supposed to finish this painting last year. And what happened was, is that I had started a new medication, and the medication worked perfectly. It was beautiful. I was getting the medication and it was causing me to be unmotivated, caused weight gain. I was just laying in bed sleeping. The fact that it worked so long, it worked so well, is that the reason I stayed on it so long. But I got nothing done. If you look back at like my TikTok, my Instagram, I'm usually pumping out a painting every month. I think I did like 2 paintings last year. 2 paintings. And I don't think I liked either one of them. This painting, I'm not giving up on. I'm not DNFing. This is my baby. In this painting, I have my cousins, my nieces, my daughter. I connect with this painting, and I haven't finished the painting to this day, and today is like June 25th and of 2025. And I just, this painting means more to me unfinished than it does finished. So I think, I'm not even sure about how much I'm going to sell it for if I decide to sell it. Some things aren't meant to be sold. But I do have an art show I just finished with Art Fair 14C in Jersey City. And I took Three and a Possible and the nameplate necklaces painting there for a show. But when they came to my apartment to do a studio visit, they saw this unfinished painting, this family cookout painting, and they were like, when are you finishing that? Because we'd like to have that in such and such show. And I was like, I don't know. Now I have like, oh, what's it called? Now I have a deadline. And so there's, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna, actually I do know what I'm gonna do. I am going to finish this painting, but it's about halfway done at this point. There's plenty that is still hot pink on this painting. I'm staring at it, and it's gonna have to come to fruition. It's gonna have to be born. And I believe in me. And it meant so much to have, for me to go through such a lull of not creating and how that made me feel as an artist, to have somebody come to my apartment, come to my living room where I do all my painting and tell me that it's amazing, not finished, put a little fire up my ha 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 ha. But I mean, I see a couple of mistakes I need to fix, and then I see things I would like to work on and figure out. The aluminum foil that's on this painting is a challenge in its own right. Reflections of reflections of reflections, and I just want to enjoy the rest of this painting, creating it, my baby. I don't think I've felt this way about a painting since Three and a Possible, and those was my cousins there too. Hopefully the next video will come out and I'll be like, look, I finished it. Hopefully. But yeah, let's go. I have not painted on this canvas in 2 weeks. So we're just going to paint because art block is real and it has settled in. We're gonna work on this aluminum pan situation and hopefully something gets done today. Right? Right? Thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias. I'm on Facebook, Art by April Cooper. I'm on Instagram, Art by April Cooper. I'm on TikTok, April by Design. And my website is artbyaprilcooper.com because I sell prints and originals. Thanks.